Okay, so there are lots of things that are going on in my head right now. I've had this really interesting feeling of things are going really well, and I feel very aligned with my desires. I feel very, very trusting of the universe in a way that I never have before. And but there still has been something that has been missing. And the thing that's been missing is self-esteem. So self-esteem has to come from within. And all my life I've gotten self-esteem from without or from the outside. And so I've been eating really heavy food for the last year and a half. Last 2 years I've been eating really heavy food. And I did this tarot reading, and the card said low self-esteem, and I'm like, all right, so I have low self-esteem. What does that mean? What does it mean to have, what is self-esteem? So I had to think about it, and to me, self-esteem means that there's esteem is respect for something. Like, an esteemed person is someone who is well respected and someone who has a certain behavior, a certain dignity, a certain respect. So self-respect is self-dignity, and self-esteem is self-dignity and self-respect. And this tarot card said, well, you're lacking this thing. And so I had to really, it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, on the outside, I feel like I respect myself, but then I think about it, it's like, no, I don't really take care of myself in a way that shows that I have esteem for myself. And spiritually, I nurture my inner child, but I don't seem to respect my body and my person in the way that someone who really loves themselves does. I don't feel like I'm just not doing it. And my tarot cards have pointed that out to me because I wasn't picking up on it on my own, Thank God. Thank God I'm being given that message, And so the eating, the question was asked, with respect to eating. I'm like, why am I eating these heavy foods? And it's like, you don't value your body. You don't have esteem for your body. You don't have esteem for your health. And I've had esteem for my health and my body all my life until my mom died. That was when I started eating greasy foods, heavier foods, needing to get grounded. I've always overeaten, but when I would overeat, I would eat a pound of salad. And so, my body loved it. I was, shitting like a pro. Like pounds of raw kale, which is not great, okay? I'm not saying that it's okay to eat raw kale. I'm just saying that if you're going to eat a pound of bacon or a pound of kale, the kale is going to do better things for your body. And when my mom died, it shifted from being kale and tomatoes and apples and almonds and, nice organic cheese to being cheese and white bread and white rice and things that were really not even comfort foods as much as just something that was debilitating. Slow poison, I don't think that, I don't really like to say that food is poison, like white rice is poison, white bread is poison. That's not helpful to anybody. But I know that when you look at the vibrational aspects of it, nice hearty grains are still high vibrational. They've not been stripped. So as I'm spiritually moving up the scale, up the ladder vibrationally, I'm there's a part of me that's holding on to denser frequencies. And, I don't believe in dieting. For myself, I've already gone through dieting. I've done every kind of diet. I know what nutrition is. I know what proper nutrition is. I don't need a diet. What I need is a shift in paradigm, and I need to change myself. So now that I've gotten it, now that I realize what's going on, I can do my internal work to address that part of me that does not know how to esteem herself, that does not know how to value herself. She's forgotten. There was a time when I knew how, but even that was false, because a lot of my self-love was coming from an egocentric point of view. So I was still, I was getting accolades from people for running marathons, like I was so thin and I was eating tons of food, and it was all high frequency organic food, really, really healthy. But a lot of my self-esteem came from how people saw me. Now it's time for the self-esteem to come from how I feel and my connection to Source. Not that I need Source to see me as light. I don't need Source to validate me. I don't need God to validate me. I don't need friends to validate me. Oh, I think I've got to get off. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? Je suis désolée. I think we have to get off. I think he's asking us to get off the bus way early, so then I have to figure out what's going on. Uh-oh. Sometimes I can't understand people when they speak to me over the speaker. Pardon, monsieur, mais qu'est-ce que vous avez dit quoi? Ah, d'accord. Merci. Okay, so I have to change buses. There's another bus that's coming, and luckily it's right here, and I will be able to hop on it and not have to wait too much longer. I don't know if I have to validate my ticket again, so I'm going to get my ticket out just in case. Enjoy Paris. Enjoy the view. Oh. Right. So I'm talking about self-esteem and eating and food and changing buses. Ha! I'm right at the Seine. He dropped us at a nice spot. Bonsoir. Oui, c'est la même chose pour moi. Ne validez pas? D'accord, merci. Merci. Right. So, I think I probably better end this video because I'm a little self-conscious. There's a spot back there. Actually, I'm going to take it. No, I'm not, because I've only got 2 stops. So, the point is, the idea of self-esteem means that you treat yourself like you have some kind of dignity. I didn't know that before. Bonsoir. And so the idea is to have some sort of dignity about yourself as far as your health is concerned. If you value your health, if you value your life, you're going to eat the right food. You're going to exercise. You're going to walk. You're going to do something. And if you don't value yourself, you're going to put a bunch of bacon into your system, or ham, or white bread, or white rice, and you're going to say, well, that's what's important, is my taste buds. The thing is, I know how good organic food tastes, and that's not what it is. The thing that I'm afraid of is that there is a part of me that wants to die, and that is tragic. There's a part of me maybe that feels like, maybe it's not okay to live. And now that I'm feeling that connection to Source, it feels more powerful to say yes to my life, which means I'm going to say yes to a diet, an exercise program that is life affirming, not life negating. I will not give up croissant or baguettes, but I will definitely limit my meat intake, and I will raise my vegetable intake, because it's been crap. My vegetable intake has been crap. My diet used to be 90% vegetables, and now it's I don't know, 10%. I'm sure it's 10%. I'm sure most of it's my diet is white bread and butter. All right, so I think that's all I have to say. I've got to stop subconsciously killing myself and start affirming life and myself, affirming myself through diet. I do it through word, I do it through practice. I ran 6 miles this morning. The Eiffel Tower was calling me, so it was really easy to run, really easy. It was really easy. It's so easy to run here in Paris. It's incredible. It's gorgeous, right? How easy is it to run in this city? Super easy. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off and switch spots, so you can look out the window. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to end the video as soon as you get a really good view. Right now you have a view of a tree. But that big building on the other side of the river is like an official, I don't know what it's called, but it's some kind of administrative building. Can you see that? Yeah, you should see that. Again, the weather is gorgeous here. 60-something degrees and super clear. We're right at the sun, and it's perfect. I might have missed my stop because I'm so enamored with this bus ride. I'm going to have to get off the bus, and I better go. All right, I am totally signing off. Bye for now.